Hello again and welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day and thank you for taking the time to check out this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide YouTube video, in which I myself, Hello Good Game, will be breaking down our latest deck list, Simic Explore. This is a green and blue aggro deck, believe it or not, discussing the strategies and synergies held within the list in depth, providing you with a deeper understanding of how to pilot this deck effectively and efficiently. Furthermore, demonstrating all of this within our ranked gameplay footage against some of the best decks as well as players in-game, helping further cement the individual playlines against each specific meta deck. And then concluding with our deck review, channel news, and, well, wrap-up thoughts. If you want to help out, leave a like, drop a comment, and dare I say, subscribe to the channel for future material. Of course, within the description lies the deck list, as well as our Linktree link, which will direct you to, a variety of goodies, including some of my favorite songs. Let's kick back, relax, and play some Magic. Oakley dokily, Simic Explore is the name of the game. 60 card standard, best one with a 1.9 average, supported by 22 Landios. And we are building around the current Conductor for 2 mana. This is a 2/3 Merfolk Scout, and whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature you control explores a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on the Conductor, which is pretty cool. They stack up quite quickly. So we're playing with Merfolk. We are playing with Explore. Those are our two major synergies within the deck. And, that is further exemplified with the Vodalian Hexcatcher for 2 mana as a 1/1 with Flash. Other Merfolk you control get +1/+1. Furthermore, we can sacrifice a Merfolk at instant speed to counter target spell, non-creature of the variety type, unless they pay 1, which is pretty cool. So, we can easily now make those Merfolk to sacrifice with Deeproot Pilgrimage, 2 mana as an enchantment, and whenever one or more non-token Merfolk you control become tapped, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk with Hexproof, which is pretty decent. And again, those tokens are very easy for you to sacrifice now to counter non-creature spells. Looking at you, Sunfall, Temporary Lockout, Brotherhoods, there's so many. Any of the field wipes you can easily deal with now on curve via the Hexcatcher. And it's not just the tokens. You can sacrifice, of course, any Merfolk, but we like the tokens, right? It's very, very nice value there as you keep making more of them every turn as you tap a non-token Merfolk, okay? So that's what we have going on here, and we're going to double down on this Hexcatcher with the Mockingbird. 1 mana plus X as a 1/1 with flying, and you may have it enter as a copy of any other creature on the battlefield with mana value less than or equal to the amount spent on it, and it will be a bird and have flying in addition, which is great. So, of course, for X equals 1, 2 mana total, you just got yourself a secondary Hexcatcher, pushing your whole team up +1/+1, and we do enjoy that quite a bit. On the front end, just as filler, we'll have the Cenote Scout, a 1/1 when it enters Explore. That's fantastic. And if you're unfamiliar with exploring, whenever we explore, we're going to reveal the top card of our library. If it's a land card, in hand. If it's a non-land card, it can remain on the top or go on the bottom. Of course, they will be revealed as well to your opponent. Now, also on 1, but really filling in down the curve as well, will be the Jadelight Spelunker, 1+X as a 1/1 when it enters, it explores X times. The only time we're playing this card on turn 1 is when we have the Pilgrimage in hand and we immediately want to tap a non-token Merfolk and we don't have a Scout, right? Of course, if you do, play the Scout, and if you don't have the Pilgrimage, then you probably don't need to play this anyways, as it would be more advantageous to play it later, capitalizing now on that ability via the Conductor. Now, of course, that will be up to your individual discretion, just my recommendations. Now we can skip over, to the top end of the deck. The Sentinel of the Nameless City for 3 is a 3/4 with Vigilance. This won't tap, won't trigger your Pilgrimage, but it's still good enough. Of course, when it enters or attacks, create a map. We can sacrifice this map for 1 to explore target creature, which is fantastic. And then the Deep Deepfathom Echo can actually come down here as well for 4 as a 4/4, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, it will explore. Fantastic. And then you may have it become a copy of another creature you control until the end of turn. It can become the Mockingbird, which is already the Hexcatcher if you have it in play, just to make sure your Hexcatcher and now Echo have flying. And if not, you can just be the Hexcatcher, and that's fine as well if you're quite wide. If not, maybe it just stays as is. Maybe it becomes a copy of the Sentinel for a double Explorer, right? Again, each situation will be, you know, their own. However, your main goal is to make as many Hexcatchers as you can, okay? And then the Tidebinder is here as a 3/2 with Flash, and whenever it enters, counter up to one target activated or triggered ability. If it's an ability of a artifact, creature, or planeswalker, is actually going to lose its abilities for as long as the Tidebinder remains in play, which is really nice. Quite good, in fact. And then, yeah, that's like the creatures we have in deck. They're supported by Cavern of the Souls, so they're not being countered. We also have the Vine Stalk as a creature land, a 5/5 that has something else become a 3/3, attacking for 6 mana total. Quite substantial, but we are exploring those lands into play, so that's no problem. And then interaction on the front end for ourselves. 3 copies of Into the Flood Maw, 1 mana, instant speed, returning creature and opponent controls to their hand. If you gift a tapped fish, non-land permanent instead. Hard-hitting question, sorcery for 1 target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to creature or planeswalker you don't control. And then, of course, a single copy of Over the Edge, because I've lost my mind. 2 mana sorcery speed, choosing 1, destroying artifact or enchantment. You know, if we don't get the counter on the artifacts and enchantments, there, we can destroy it. And if we don't need it, well, we can just explore and then explore again. So, you know, it's not really problematic as a one-of, and does add quite a bit of value within that module cast. Oakley dokely, so that is the deck. Of course, you know, we have some quick lands, some pain lands, and some passages, slow lands to help us have a consistent mana base, right? I hope you enjoyed the deck tech. If you have any questions, you know, feel free, reach out in the comments below. Happy to help. And deck list in the description as always. Keep in mind, you know, this isn't a mono red deck. It's just a fun deck while we wait for the new set to release. Really just playing with the Mockingbird where we can within different tribal archetypes. This happens to be Merfolk. You know, we have one in Phyrexians as well. You know, I'm sure you've already seen the humans and the soldiers. We did it with the rabbits as well. So the Mockingbird, just such a versatile card within tribal decks. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord. But most importantly, kick back, relax, and let's win some games. Thanks for the follow. Let's keep 7. Can I have a 1-drop? No. It's a good 4-drop land, though. 2, 3, 4 is pretty lit. I'm going to keep the Hexcatcher in hand, I think. Okay. I mean, that's a good card, right? What was that one? Control decks are a little bit harder for us to, I think this is the play line. Here. So I'll go against it. Because I always make the wrong decision, right? It's a lot of exploring to do. Double Forge, LOL. I'll forge off. Oh, forge you. The bird is okay. Oh, we don't tap because we have vigilance. Things I should know. I don't want to talk about it. Are we gonna give them that? I mean, if we can bounce it now, but then like, you know, it's just there in the future. Hey, thanks for the follow. Okay. Hatcher out. Double Hatcher. Explore. This is a counter spell. We get the token. We also explore. Down to 10, and I have counter magic. Take that, meta deck. That's what you were saying last time, though. And it did not pan out in your favor. So, stop counting your eggs before they hatch. Or in this case, our Merfolks. I don't think I'm blocking. I don't think they're attacking? Weird. Oh, they're just going to make a token copy of it. Or a blocker. Bounce that. Deep Root in play, number 2. And a single Explorer on our Hexproof. And I think we go all in. Do we not? Oh yeah. Explore, double token. Let them have it. Still take lethal. Right, still have counter magic available. Easy. Going first, 1 land. I can't do it. I can do this, though. Explore or removal. Wow, that's the greediest thing I think I've ever seen. Can't tell me what to do. Okay. Am I milling? Thanks for the follow. You're milling. Ooh, it's a roots deck. Bartman? Okay. Hello. Current Conductor most likely gets just removed, right? But maybe it survives. No attack. Merfolk, and then we don't have to pay life. Double explore. Double land. I mean, I guess that's not bad. No attack. A little Ramparelphia. Oh, roots! Rootarelphia. That's quite good. I guess we just get after it, don't we? Which I'm pretty sure is what they want. But at the same time, they like just to hang out too, right? Oh, and then they minus on one. Okay. I guess that's acceptable. Smart. A Koosh grab, which is pretty good. And then that's going to trigger the roots. Yeah, I need to draw some cards because I do not have an engine like they do. Well, we kind of do now. Or maybe I should put it on this one. That would have been better. We didn't get it, so it wouldn't matter anyways, but... Just keep hammering. I have so much land. It's ridiculous. Keep one in hand for the bluff on the bat. The smell of disappointment spread over the air. I think disappointment has a bit of a smell to it, don't you think? Do we want to counter this? Nah. Maybe we should have. That's a hard question, though. The counters are hard to swing without a deep root in play. Triggers the roots. They grab a mite, which isn't too big of a problem. No attack. They still have 1 mana up. Or that might if they want. Sure, that's fine. Yes, okay. Bat goes up, plant comes out. Thank you for the explore, appreciate that. It could have been better, but... Yes, that can shut down the root. Alright, let's explore again. They should quad block the Conductor, whatever they need to. Push up our flyer. We have a nice board state. Oh, that's really... And they can immediately activate it. Do I have to... But to sack 2 cards. And it's 3 mana. I can't do that. Because these tap for mana already. Nice, dude. 1 mana I could swing. But this, like, 3 is too many. I might be in a lot of trouble. Thankfully it's 3, not 4. Oh, but it goes to 4 once they bring that bat out. Oh, God. Yeah, and that's why we needed to stop that. This deck is ridiculous. It's very cool. I think we're in quite a bit of trouble though, right? I might, again, to stop it, we just need our top deck. Right? I can shut down the roots, but we're just 1 turn late. And I think that's happened to us a couple times today. Just 1 turn late on our Tidebinder. That's nice though. Like I like when a game is close like this, right? I think we can excuse ourselves though. They got there. Alright, they beat us. I'm not stopping this. I only got 3 in the air. They've got the blocker still too. Good game. I won't make them do it either. They just cast their whole deck, right? That's fine. The scout can maybe find a better land. I like this, but the land is a little tricky. Hopefully this remedies it. In the worst possible way. That's okay though. Put 1. I think the Tidebinder is important here. Unfortunately, I only have 1 blue source. More discard, don't you dare. Really. I like the land. Worried about a destroy all. I guess we could play the land too. Not bad. Spelunker's pretty good. Only 1 black source could be holding them back. I think we lose the Sentinel. Maybe we should be throwing our Spelunker. Yeah, and they discarded a Liliana for that. Oh my gosh. I'll hold this up, that means. If we explore 1, find a land, we could do both. I don't think I can do that. unfortunately. Should have Jade Lighted the turn before, but how do you know? They block the scout. Or not. You do you. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do this to me, huh? Nice removal. Shoulders back up. Level 2. That gives them draws, doesn't it? This is 6 to attack. Let's explore. Oh, that's good. And again, we're all in. Hey, thanks for the follow. And I'm gonna hold this in hand. Uh-oh. Hello. Nice hit. They gotta block the Fathom. And we're hitting for 4-5. Down to 2. X equals 4. Alright. Need another bounce spell. I think it stays. Because it pushes up all the 1/1s, which is actually more than 4 damage. I don't think they have a lot of options. Okay. 4 damage. So do we attack with the land? Which would be 5, 6 damage. Oh, they don't like this. They've done the math. Cool. Good game. Going first, keeping 7. Conductor is here with a Spelunker. I don't mind. Can we find our third land? Or the Sentinel? At which point I think we're going to go to London about it. Pilgrimage off the top. Wow. Try to bait me with the next turn, aren't you? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. There's no Explore here yet. There's an Explore here. I might not get this attack out forever, though. They do block. Just kind of risky. I've got open mana. But I think getting those tokens started is pretty helpful. Can we get our 4th land? Oh, that's good. Get after it. Kind of need it though, don't I? You think they're going to triple block it? Most likely. I mean, I would. I don't really want to lose it just for 2 tokens. Oh, a second caller. Good for you. Nice. Now they need, what, a patchwork to close out the turn, right? Or they have protection. That would be gas too. Their own removal, maybe? I don't know. No, right into the night. Let's go. Good for you. To a war leader, which is really, really good. Make it while we can. I wish we had another land. I'm wondering if I should dump this in just for protection. I know, my go. But it had to be so. It's a big hit. We have chump blockers on the, well, they're all quite important, I suppose. That's why we grab the other blocker. Two quest callers is very good for them. Or should we double block that? No. If we kill this, this goes down. Goes like that. And then like this, and we get the kill on that, right? Now you show up? That's actually still good. We could copy our counter lap. Is that what we want to do? Probably post Sentinel. Now this is a defensive play for us, isn't it? Or do we just keep jump blocking? That actually might be most beneficial. Honestly. Ah, that's quite good. As far as interaction goes, less than ideal, right? That would very much interfere with our play line. Another knight. Wow. Into your third caller, which is actually really impressive. It's gonna be very hard to deal with. pushing in that damage if they double block bounce one? Really? They are playing to win this one, aren't they? How can I become unblockable? I think there might actually be a Merfolk that does that. Oh my god. That's a big boy. I mean, they've got great blockers too, right? Should I year go them? We were kind of like thinking earlier and they gave us a year go. Should I return the favor? Stop. No. There's no need. I kind of want to do it though. I mean, this seems fine to me. But nice double blocks, jump blocks, and we let the ones through. I won't ruin the great match that we have, right? I'll just let that one slide. This would be the perfect time to return to sender, though. Typically, I would never. But just because they did it first to us, right? I really want to, but I'm resisting. Hey-oh! Oh shit, homie, not so funny now. Right, that's most appropriate, I find. We just saved this then? Yeah, they have so many blockers, right? Okay, I mean, working through our deck, I guess. Play this last. Just attack with the vigilance. We still need to bounce it. We should go in with everything. Bounce the obscene amount of trample damage. And then we have surprise output. Do it. Do it. Do it. I mean, I guess well, yeah, they could for sure. We're out here, homie. This is a great match. Pretty nervous about these next few playlines. Okay. Push the team out. It's pretty good. We have new chump blockers. We have 11 life. Just need a way to get trample or like some consistent damage output. The Mockingbird with flying is the key. They just have so many defenders here for us, right? It's gonna be really hard to navigate. Let's grab our land here. X equals 4. Just go right in for it. There's a bird. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Can we survive? I don't think we can. That thing is so big. I'm so big. But they can go bigger, right? I need to be a copy of the bunny, I think. There's no way we navigate this. I'm trying my best, but this is looking pretty gruesome, you know. I need something here. 3 bodyguards. What? 3 quest callers, 3 bodyguards. Bro. That is the correct playline. That's so much damage, dude. We're so close. Like, this is a 1-turn game. That's so cool. I think they've got it. I think they've got it. The 3 11-11s are so chanky. Wow, what a great match. No way. But we can stop that, thankfully. Is that their 3rd Warcaller too? Pushing up the Mentors is really good. That's 39 damage. I can't block that. Plus everything else. What I would give for some first strike. These are going to drop down though, so we don't really need to do all that damage to them, hey? That is true. So we're killing 1, 2, 3 things. That makes it a 10. Which we get this. We get this. We're still taking way too much. Right. Good game. Oh, double block here. We go to spread out too. Shit, I forgot about that, but I don't think it really mattered. We could do better. We could block a little bit better, but at the end of the day, it's still not gonna be enough. Yeah. I won't waste our time. We should try to parse through it a little bit, but once you kind of realize the math, that's a fantastic match. All right, going first, 3 land with a Pilgrimage in hand and a 1-drop. Are you kidding me? I guess we're just going to play this for 0. And that way Pilgrimage triggers on 2, which is a big deal. Double Pilgrimage, an even bigger deal. Beautiful. Okay, cool. What you got, Willis? Probably killing the Pilgrimage would be best, right? If you can. They're looking at these cards like, what is this? I've never seen these played before. We want to hold up the Hexcatcher and kind of use it as like a counter spell to protect the Pilgrimage. As much as I'd like to play another Pilgrimage here, it's not really on the table for me. I mean, you could do whatever you want. I'm going to hold up the Hexcatcher though. Because if they're going to destroy it, then I just want 1 for 1. This way I can... Well, that's not a non-creature. Okay, good for you. Of course I get burned. First time? No, sadly not so much. It's okay though. We're back at it. We're all in. Let's make another token. Current Conductor. Ready to explore with our Jadelight. And we can protect against any field wipes, which is really nice. Bro, 2 of them? I'm getting slaughtered. Frickin' slay, dude. Really good playline there. You guys like my cup? It's floral. 4 I do enjoy. X equals 4. We repeat the process, don't we? I kind of just like to keep that though. 12 damage there. 13 with the Hatcher, but it would be an easy block. Down to 7, and well, you know, we still have protection from the field wipe, so I think that's gonna be game. Well, that's what you were saying against these third paths here. So we'll see. I think the Hexcatcher's underrated. I'd like to see more Merfolk support, for sure. I mean, the Merfolk decks are usually far better than this, but you know, I think we're gonna get it. Maybe not this next set, but coming soon. Maybe even a few in the foundation set, possibly. Let's just Vine Stock. I think that's our best play line here. That's fine. Push up the Jadelight. Big hit. And what's best is, you know, we can sacrifice these Merfolks to stop the Sunfall, to stop the temporary lockout. Now I know what you're saying. Well, that doesn't look like a very good deck. Then how come you can't beat it? You know? Oh, I can beat it, thank you very much. No, I don't know. I like it. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's where I derive a lot of my entertainment from within Magic the Gathering, is the creative, you know, outlet that's provided. You know, shout outs to the R&D team, like the people actually making these sets. They are fantastic. They're literally, you know, providing me with my colors to paint with, if you will, right? So super duper grateful. Thank you all so much. Continue making magic, never stop. I love building original decks. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, but they're always fun, which is my main goal, of course. And you know, we've accomplished that here today. Maybe a little bit more interaction. You know, I'm thinking always about how we can, you know, improve the deck. Here's my maybe board. Now, this is not a sideboard, just cards I was considering while I built it. And then, you know, I'd love your opinions on all of this, and if I've missed anything as well, right? So it's kind of fun to wrap up here. River Herald Scout, 2 mana, 1/2. When it enters, it explores. Maybe not. Deeproot Wayfinder, 2 mana. It's a Merfolk, 2/3. Deals damage or battle. Surveil 1, return land from graveyard to battlefield. Yeah, I don't think we really need it. Merfolk Cave Diver, 3 mana, 2/4. When it explores, it gets +1 and can't be blocked. Yes. This I actually do like. You know, I don't mind. That unblockable damage is pretty decent. The Mind Singer? Are you kidding me? We don't have red mana, but we could. We use the Cavern, right? Interesting. The Charm, triple green, might be a little hard to get around. A little difficult to navigate, but good value. And, you know, we're looking for more interaction within the deck, right? Then we have the Sovereign of the Deep. You know, this is a mythic Merfolk. 4/5, Vigilance Ward 3, nice, but we're not really playing with Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, or Serpents, LOL. So, sadly, that's something else. Shouldn't they, what about Merfolk, bro? Other Merfolk, bring the fish. Yeah, the fish are great. Nissa, Artifact, and Enchantment Removal, really good. Pushing our creatures up is pretty decent. We don't have a lot of forests, but, you know, just looking for that Artifact removal, and we actually did settle on Over the Edge, but, again, these are alternatives. 3 steps ahead. Not only can this counter spells, which I think is fantastic, but we can also create a token of a copy of our Hexcatcher that can now counter more things, which is pretty decent. Sorry about my camera, you know, kind of. It's just like the Arena client. It's trying its best. The Traxxas Fall didn't make the cut. I like to explore more than destroy something with flying. We're not using battles, but there you go. Hunger, you know, we kind of have removal through the Question, easily balancing creatures through the Flood Maw. Planeswalkers would be decent, but, you know, I kind of needed coverage on the artifacts and enchantments. Going wide with Growing Rights could be cool, but not enough 1-drops. You know, if I had more 1-drops and 2-drops and could really go crazy, then I think this would be, you know, pretty decent. And then like a big spell, right? Because we need to sink that mana into something. Yes, we've got the Jadelight, but is that enough? And the Roaming Throne, you know, double our Explore, which would be pretty decent, I guess. I mean, obviously not game winning, but something that I considered in building this deck. We do curve out a little bit before that with the Echo. It provides more value. Could be double, you know, that's not terrible either, but more Merfolk I would like. You know, obviously we're waiting for future sets for those to roll out. Maybe we could play with the interaction a little bit, and you know, I don't think it's bad, right? I think we've got a pretty good foundation. The Hexcatcher absolutely dominates the quote-unquote field wipe meta that we are running into because of the influx of aggro decks, right? And this allows us to stay one step ahead of that, taking care of them. So now our main goal is just to beat those other aggro decks that still exist. And now we're beating the control decks that are preying on the aggro decks, and we're beating the aggro decks that are just like really, really good, right? So some life gain, if we could get that in the deck, would be the bee's knees, I believe, right? So let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any ideas, of course, I would really appreciate them. We're in the community Discord if you want to talk spoilers. We're theory crafting Duskmorn. Very much looking forward to that. Early access on the 18th. Don't miss out. We're going to be showcasing some of the decks that we make here in the following weeks. So, again, thank you all so much. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, but most importantly, kick back and just enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you soon in the next.